Today, on Cannibal Island Nightmare, I'm going to be working on beginning a tower which is intended to find the upper building limit of constructions. And I'm going to start by placing a nice little bomb here. It's gonna have a good bounce. Remember the bounce for future bomb placements. Yeah, it's a nice bunch of trees. Not what I was looking for. Pity. Love the moss. So cool. I like these little trees. They fall down and then they pop into bigger logs. Now, because the logging part of this project is going to be an absolute nightmare, I really began by placing some walls to test the zip lines as log movers. Went pretty well, if I'm being honest. I don't think I have found the maximum length of the zip line. I suspect it might be able to go quite a bit farther than I actually end up placing one of them. But of course, some wonderful assholes showed up, and this is how we deal. It's not a particularly large invasion, so I'm just going to go with these 20 arrows and my axe. After observing their behavior and finding them to be idiots, and Kelvin getting mostly the hell out of the way, I will proceed to slaughter them. Quickly, I was surprised. I was very surprised. Now I say quickly, but of course I've edited a bit out. Perhaps, I would say probably less than a minute out of that part of the fight. However, there was this one asshole right here, and he made me chase him. To be fair, I did sort of let him get away to see what he was doing, but he made me chase him, and that meant he was going to get knifed. Threw my spear at him too, but regardless. Like the sound of the rope gun. Very satisfying. I kept trying to hit my structure with trees to try and judge the fall damage. I kept missing. I also missed the rope on with that log, and gave me an idea to put up some reinforcement should the cannibals decide to make it their plaything. Missed again. Once I had a pretty decent pile, I headed back down to do a bit more building. And this is about half the size of what it'll end up being. Oh, I should mention that I went back to the hang glider spot that I went to, and the hang glider had not respawned. So somehow those are static in the world. Also, why this will basically be a one-use tower, unless I can hang glide back to it somehow, or if there's another solution. I had a lot of fun with this part of the build, seeing how far out into the ocean I could go. And I loved that crooked log that didn't quite settle. I thought that was a fun little glitch. I was glad I was able to get the log back too. Not all of the logs were retrievable that flew off into the water. Or is that later on in the video? That might be later. it really did come together this fast. Again, editing out all of the trips to the log cards and whatnot. But it really did come together quite fast. All in all, I started raw this video with about 2 to 2.5 hours worth of raw footage. Of course, I play pretty stoned, so, you know, there's a whole lot of staring at things and wandering around. I liked this glitch as well, and I liked the game's solution when I fixed it. The log I place will end up... Kelvin, move! You lazy sock rapist! Big jerk. Ah, yes, this is the part. So, logs will fly past this thing, and I will end up needing to build a wall. And this is the limit of the rope. Not rope swing, what is that? The zip line that I've tested. And Kelvin pulls a log off of the zip line like a dick. He's got some funny things going on with his ability to pick up logs. This asshole. Look at him. Asshole. I've seen Kelvin do some funny stuff. I don't know if that's how people were duping logs. I haven't really watched any of those videos, but I've heard rumors. I suspect after what I've seen, he might have been responsible for the log duping. I don't know. But yeah, here's the solution. The log is set on top of the stump. It's amazing. Hooray. Slanty roofs. Very slidey. Or at least at that angle, they're slidey. Virginia has brought me a squirrel. I'll skin it in front of you and take the meat from you. Thanks, pal. Yeah, as you can see, logs in the ocean. I was able to retrieve all 3 of them. This is just me pulling in the last one. And realizing I need to build a damn wall. Also some more damn log holders. Dang useful. Hello, Virginia. Yeah, that's right. Log holders. Hooray. Kelvin, you need to pick it up. Virginia, you've been pulling the weight today. You get a fire. Congratulations. Wall in the dark, pain to build. I suppose I should have been using a torch. After a quick bite, throw down a water collector, which I'd forgotten the day before. It doesn't matter though, since it happened to rain. I need to build more of those. They don't hold quite as much, Farkit says. So, there it is. Checking for enemies. More logs on the road. Yeah, then this asshole. Over there on the left, there's a fingers. I don't see him. I hear something, but I don't see him. Monstrous prick that he is. Explosions I think, do more damage to the fingers now. I'm pretty sure that did not one-shot them down in the cave when I could have really used it to. Now here I found a glitch. I don't know what it is, but I ended up in the logs, and the logs ended up together and sort of like this, all we're all in the same bunch, I suppose. And after that, the zipline did not work. I could only delete it. I don't know if it was intentional, but it happened. It was this guy's fault. He jumped me. It was in the wrong moment. I was frightened, so I ran away. And then we both knocked each other out, which was awesome. Yeah, I'd realized the zipline wasn't working, so I was trying to repair the object. I never actually went up to the zipline and tried to repair that. Maybe that would have fixed it. I don't know. So I just replaced it. It was easy enough. I have plenty of ziplines at the moment. Glad that it worked again. Making sure it worked for me. Then just friggin' Kelvin. What are you gonna do with him? Placing these where you want them, it can be a bit catchy. I kill you, then I'll kill you. Mr. Golden Mask, you. Axe comes down. Meow, meow, meow. And here's another one. One that made me chase them. I didn't really decide right away. I always try with the spear or the gun to range them or slow them down. But they just made me chase them. Good exercise, I suppose. My strength was going up. Building continues. That little gap there might prove to be a problem. Next time I sit down to record, I will most likely try to find a way to fix that before I set out on any sort of ridiculous adventures. Kind of setting out where I want the first staircase to be. And using the last plank here. And that's about it. Gonna save it. And do this editing sesh.